invade Mexico with the French army, etc. That didn't work out. So plan B was that they were going to flood America with immigrants, all of these foreign immigrants, get them into the major cities, and then systematically take control of the country through mass immigration into the United States. That was their plan. And Chineke warned us about this over 100 years ago, more than 120 years ago. And all the evidence is there, brother. All the evidence is there that that plan continues right up to this very day. In fact, one of the things that we point to in our film is a document from 2003 called Strangers No Longer, Together on a Journey of Hope. And anybody can look this up online. In fact, I would encourage Americans to go look this up online. And it's an agreement between the Catholic bishops of America and the Catholic bishops of Mexico that they would work together to facilitate the mass invasion of the United States with all of these Catholic immigrants and probably foreign immigrants overall. But it's a document that states their purpose, and in no uncertain way. The chief culprits, in my opinion, with illegal immigration into the United States reside in Rome.
What is their purpose for this?
Well, they want to get control of our country. They want control of the United States. Now, why they want control, that's a very interesting, that's, I think, a debatable issue. According to General Harris, his view was that they didn't just want control, they wanted control to destroy the country. They want to destroy the United States of America. They don't want there to be a United States of America because they hate the idea, and this according to General Harris and according to Emmett McLaughlin, they make the best arguments in my opinion. But what they really hated, these old world powers in Europe, not just the Pope, but also the elitists in Europe, they hate the idea that in our country, somebody like Abraham Lincoln could come from nothing, could grow up barefoot in a one-room log cabin as a rail splitter, splitting logs, and that this person could rise up, become a lawyer, become a politician, and through hard work and determination and the approval of the common people, become the chief executive of a very, very powerful country. They absolutely hated the idea that that could happen without their influence and them being the ones to control who gets to be in charge. You see, this is all about power and control, ultimately, at least according to General Harris and Emmett McLaughlin, and to a certain extent, Charles Chineke as well. They just did not like this whole idea of America, the dream of America, because what it does is it puts pressure on these elitists in these other countries who want totalitarian type governments where the government just tells you what to do. Your freedom is, they don't care about your freedom. They don't care about what you want. It's all about what they want. And you do what they say, and that's it. That's the kind of government that they want. Totalitarianism.
Individual. So church, the tension is real. And it's just getting started. It's just getting started. Wait till it comes here. You guys understand this is like white horse, red horse, black horse, green horse stuff starting. Global hyperinflation. You don't take out the oil pipeline in Saudi Arabia last night and shut down the Strait of Hormuz and not have global hyperinflation. This is all going according to plan for the Great Reset. Everybody tracking? There's actually rumor intelligence, that this was agreed upon. What's happening was actually pre-agreed upon. There's some mutual exchange between the U.S.-Israel ilk and the Iranian-Persian Middle Eastern ilk, and they're all in agreement to walk this thing out. That's why they're taking the hits, and all the Arab neighbors are taking the hits, because it's about the Great Reset. And they got to jack the oil on purpose to hyperinflate everything, because everything has to be transported. That's your red horse, then you get your black horse, then you get your green horse. It's happening. So what? So we must know our God. We have to know our God and know that we have a hope that will never disappoint. Some of you are taking hits financially. not diminishing it. So what? Don't you know that I've never seen the righteous forsaken or their children begging for bread? Don't you know that no one whose hope is in the Lord will ever be ashamed? Their faces are automatically radiant. Don't you know that those whose hope is in the Lord will renew their strength? It's a certainty. Don't we know these things, church? Man, we're getting hammered. We shouldn't be getting hammered that hard when we know our God. Tension, yes. Hope, consummate hope, because of consummate victory at the exact same time. So bless the Lord in your hearts. Bless the Lord in your internal monologue. Bless the Lord in the meditations of your thoughts. Bless the Lord in your goings and your comings. Bless the Lord, O my soul, because he has been very good to you. And he has caused your boundary lines to fall in pleasant places, right smack amid the hostile territory. That's a wrap.
They might have saw something coming, who knows. Nonetheless, guys, the last 15 years or so, a lot of people have been preparing for the next Great Depression, right? You'll read some books, they call it the next Great Depression 2.0 or Great Depression 2.0, sorry, you know, or 1929 again. But interestingly enough, guys, the next financial crash that mimics the Great Depression will be catastrophic, or at the very least apocalyptic. It will be apocalyptic because people will not be able to take care of themselves. Right? That's just a fact. The Great Depression happened in 1929. The government didn't have the sufficient amount of funding to help those Americans who needed help. So you want to go over the numbers really quick of people that were on the planet during the Great Depression. In 1929, globally, there were 2 billion people, roughly. In 1929, in the United States, there was 121,796 people in the United States. If the Great Depression was to happen in 2026, which is almost 100 years, by the way, there are 8.3 billion people globally. 8.3 billion people globally, 348 million people in the U.S. in 2026. So sorry, 1929, there were 121 million people, excuse me. In 2026, there are 348 million people, right? So those are pretty much double in numbers, right? A little over double the number, excuse me. If the government had trouble helping 121 million people in the U.S. in 1929, what makes you think they're going to be able to help 348 million people? They can't. Now, out of that 348 million, I'm not sure how many of them are rich or will be well off. And that's even if the dollar's worth anything at that point. And that's if they don't switch us over to their digital currency, right? I said before, I'll say it again, something cataclysmic has to happen for everyone to switch over to the digital dollar, whatever that, or digital coin, whatever that might be, right? Probably 500 million now, but who's counting? Right, with the illegal migrants. And I thought that number was going to be higher.
So many times you reached out to me, but I turned my back 'cause I didn't think you had what I need. But now you're everything to me, and I can't be without you, God. You're everything, and I want to say thank you. I was lost and you found me. I was dead inside and you breathed into me, and you brought these bones to life. I want to say thank you. Thank you for saving me. with open arms, but I ran away, 'cause I was scared of the pain that came with trust. But I came running back into your embrace, because I knew you'd still be there. You'd never leave me gone. I want to say thank you. I was lost and you found me. I was dead inside and you breathed into me, and you brought these bones to life. I want to say thank you. Thank you for saving me. Thank you for loving me unconditionally. Gone. I don't deserve you. You're gone. I don't deserve you. You're gone. But you keep on loving me anyway. Oh, you'd never stop loving me, God. Now I want to say thank you. I was lost and you found me. I was dead inside and you breathed into me, and you brought these bones to life. I want to say thank you. Thank you for saving me. Thank you for loving me unconditionally, God. Oh, thank you.
Long walk to the guillotine, crowds chanting, ooh, what a scene. Too late to apologize, you did the crime, now you gotta pay with your life. Take a long walk to the guillotine, crowds chanting, ooh, what a scene. Too late to apologize, you did the crime.
Denounce your faith in Yeshua.
Long walk to
Say
the
it
guillotine.
No.
Crowds chanting. Ooh, what a scene. Too late to apologize. You did the crime. Now you gotta pay with your life. Take a long
Earth. Do not speak back. You will listen. I am not here to reason with you. I am not here to persuade you. I am not here to explain myself. I am here to judge you. I formed you clean. I gave you order. I gave you balance. And you chose corruption. You opened yourself to violence and never closed again. You swallowed blood and asked for more. You hid murder beneath cities. You buried bones beneath wealth. You laid lies on top of truth until you could no longer tell the difference. But I could. I set my people apart. I marked them. I placed covenant on them before you ever had a name. And you made them pray. You chased them, you broke them, you enslaved them, you scattered them. You packed them into ships and counted them as inventory. You worked them until they died. You sold their children. You erased their fathers. You exhausted their mothers. And you called it progress. Earth. You knew exactly who they were. You knew my name rested on them. You knew my breath moved in them. And still you chose profit. Still you chose power. Still you chose domination. You built empires on their backs. You built economies on their wounds. You built comfort on their suffering. And you demanded gratitude. You told them to forget. You told them to submit. You told them to smile. You beat identity out of them and punished them for surviving. You renamed them and then blamed them for wearing the names you gave. You mocked their faith. You distorted my word. You preached lies in my name and called it righteousness. Earth, your hands drip. Your soil remembers. Your rivers remember. Your walls remember. You are soaked with evidence. I sent warnings, you hardened yourselves. I sent signs, you laughed. I sent truth, you buried it. I delayed judgment, and you grew bolder. perfected oppression. You refined cruelty. You made wickedness efficient. You crowned thieves. You protected predators. You silenced the righteous. And you told yourselves you were advanced. No. You are exposed. Now the ground opens because it is finished holding you. Now the seas rise because they are finished carrying your waste. Now the skies darken because the measure is full. Do not call this disaster. Do not call this chance. Do not call this nature. This is sentencing. I am dismantling your systems. I am stripping your authority. I am collapsing what you trusted. Your markets will fail. Your armies will scatter. Your borders will not save you. Your titles will mean nothing. Your excuses will be ignored. Your prayers will not interrupt this moment. You had time, you wasted it. You had mercy, you mocked it. You had truth, you rejected it. Now you will have judgment. What you buried will rise against you. What you stole will be reclaimed without permission. What you tried to erase will stand while you fall. You will not rename my people again. You will not chain them again. You will not scatter them again. I am gathering them. I am marking them. I am restoring what you tried to destroy. And you will watch. Earth, you are guilty. There will be no appeal. There will be no delay. There will be no misunderstanding. This is not cruelty.